All right, obviously I've been spamming the internet with altcoin videos because it's altcoin season, right? 'Tis the season to make some money in cryptocurrency. But one thing everybody keeps asking me on a consistent basis, this is the most common question I'm getting in cryptocurrency. It's when do we sell? When are we gonna make some money, right? When do we actually capitalize on these percentage gains? Do we sell to USD? Do we sell back to Bitcoin, right? Exactly when is the time to get our profits back into higher market cap altcoins so that when the market dumps, we can lose less percentages than if you would have just held the altcoin all the way through. In this video, I'm not only gonna answer that question for you, but I'm gonna lay out the whole entire rule book, the whole entire guideline, and my exact strategy to get out of this market before it dumps. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video, and I have to answer this question because it's really easy to make money in cryptocurrency. Let's just be honest, right? Every cryptocurrency YouTuber is pretty much right. Any coin you call right now is making us money. But the one thing that nobody else can do, from my experience, right? And they avoid this question by all costs. They avoid this topic of discussion as much as they possibly can because it's very hard. It's when do we cash out so that when the market dumps, we actually make money? When do we actually realize the profit? That's the one thing people fail to do
every single time,
right? And then they just, cover their bias by continuing the dollar cost average, right? They're just like, oh, it doesn't matter. We're just going to buy more of the coin, right? Until it goes all the way down to zero and then you lost all your money, right? So the goal here, again, in all my videos and all my strategies is to outcompete Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you would have just held Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're pretty much doing better than 99% of traders, right? The more you do in this market, pretty much, I've seen it time and time again, the less you make, okay? So we're not gonna do that. Our goal is to actually calculate it, profit, cash out. DeFi season is gonna come to an end, guys. We will see multiple altcoin seasons. Bitcoin's gonna steal dominance and take over the whole market like it usually does, including Ethereum. Well, at least Ethereum's kind of doing it right now. So when is the exact point? I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. I'm gonna set you up. But before we get started, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, my name is Alex. I talk about everything cryptocurrency, and I even sometimes talk about entrepreneurship. On this channel right here, we talk about the real deal. I don't accept sponsorships, and everything we do is a complete honesty, right? Because honesty is the best policy, for sure. Like, lying on the internet was never a good marketing strategy.
Why love you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop you lying.
So I try to set you guys up with strategies in cryptocurrency to make money. Basically what I do, what I've been doing for the past 6 years and how I've been able to get like ridiculous results in this market so that we can take this money and then invest it somewhere else when the market pops, right? And in this situation right here, we're gonna be talking about specifically altcoins. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into the screen, but really quickly, guys, we do have a team shirt. I'm obviously not wearing it right now, but if you wanna get access, I'm gonna have it pop up on the screen right here, boom. All my links, all my courses, all my things that I don't even want to tell you right now are going to be in the link description below. You can go ahead and get access to all of those. Go look into it for yourself and do your own research. Let me jump into the screen and stop talking. All right, so let's jump into the actual video. Now, really quickly before we go into that, to show you we actually are making profits, just in case you aren't, okay? Look, this is in my private group right here. This is some of the coins we called. Look, 58%, 133%, that's more than Dogecoin in some cases. Ocean Protocol, 35%, Ren, 52%, 1inch Exchange, 90% on the 7-day. These are great calls. Now, this is the good one right here. And the beauty of this one is that I personally didn't call it. This was actually one of my coaches, right? As you can see here, 172% in 7 days. We're talking about higher than Dogecoin, guys. And the money made here needs to be cashed out. It's not realized when it's in the altcoin. The volatility of altcoins, it can drop to zero. This is how the market works. So essentially, when there's altcoin season and we're going up, right, then altcoins will rise by higher percentages. Now, when the market contracts and gets smaller, Bitcoin will steal more dominance. More people fleet to Bitcoin. And this is basically what's been happening for a very long time. And this is why I've crafted my cycle trading strategy. We cycle to where the money is. If people are going to Bitcoin, we try to be in Bitcoin before everybody else, and vice versa. If people are getting into altcoins, I try to get into altcoins before everybody else. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because people typically follow others, right? Maybe you follow YouTubers, or maybe you follow somebody that you're following with trading or something. It doesn't matter. People typically are sheep. They follow others, but the money is making your own decisions without listening to the crowd. That's where the money's at. Now, it has to be obviously correct decisions. You have to make sure that your decisions are right more than they're wrong, but again, the key to this game right here, and I'm giving you the answers, regardless if you believe it or not, make your own decisions. Make your own decisions, and most of the time you'll be pretty correct in cryptocurrency. So let me stop going off in a tangent. It's getting hot in here. Let me take this off, man. It's getting a little hot. All right, let's talk about some altcoins, okay, guys? Let's talk about some making actually profits instead of bragging on the internet and then losing it all in the next 2 months, right? Let's actually make profits, increase our Bitcoin position. That's the only reason you guys are here in the first place. Now, there's a couple of things I do when analyzing the market. First thing we want to do is you want to look at macro conditions. As you can see here, there's a lot of macro charts. The first one is the total market cap. So let's take a look at that. This is the total market cap. I know you guys seen this in my other videos. I'm going to just beat it into your head until it works. Now, the total market cap, what does that tell us? It essentially tells us how much money is inflowing into the market. So you can see here, this green candle on this is the 4 hour. Let's look at the daily. On the daily, right, you see these green candles are saying, the story they're saying is, hey, more money is flowing into the market in general, not just altcoins and Bitcoin. Now, it's important to see that because when you see these big red days, right, it doesn't necessarily mean that altcoin season over. It just means that we're losing money in the market. That's all it means, right? So this is one way to look at, okay, this is kind of like the top, overview macro perspective. We got money coming into the market, okay? And there's I usually use like a couple of indicators. We'll jump into some TA indicators as well, right? It's not all about TA. It's not all about math. It's a little bit of everything. Sometimes you have to take in consideration the TA. Sometimes you got to take in consideration the math. Sometimes you got to look into internet psychology. Sometimes you should just be reading a lot. I read like 2 hours a day researching the market just to make sure I understand what's going on and there's no fundamental changes, right? Like, for example, if some fundamental hack on Ethereum or something like that happened, I'd be aware of it because I'm researching the market on a consistent basis, and I'd probably sell all my Ethereum. I'm looking for these fundamental crazy differences to tell me where we're going, as well as TA and everything like that. So I just want to be very clear with you guys. Now, next chart you could potentially look at is Bitcoin dominance. What does that mean? If Bitcoin's losing dominance, right? If this chart is going down, that means there's a potential that altcoins are or can take off. So we're looking for these reversals. Look at this reversal. So let's say hypothetically we're in a situation where the Bitcoin dominance is increasing, right? The next time there's a reversal, right? If there's another reversal, that means we jump back into Bitcoin. You guys catching my drift here. Bitcoin dominance increases. Let's get back into Bitcoin. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of ways you can calculate this. You got historical support. You got historical resistance. Okay, those are the basic. I use classical technical analysis. You're not going to see me like these crazy YouTubers with like 16 different indicators on a chart. To me, that does not work in cryptocurrency as well as it does in other markets, okay? It works, and I use it for entries and exits, and I use it to pay attention to certain price points, but I'm not using it. It's like about 20% of my decision. So as you can see here, there's some, you can call this support or resistance depending on what happens soon, but it looks like it's gonna break through. And I would probably get a confirmation of 2 days or whatever the case is. So if I saw a reversal, like if we saw something like bounce off of here and it looks like it's going to pop back up, that means Bitcoin's going to increase in dominance. Altcoins are potentially going to lose some dominance to Bitcoin. Let's cash into Bitcoin, right? And I'll probably do it when we see momentum. I'll probably do it like right at this point. Now that's just one indicator, guys. We could do this vice versa. ETH dominance, right? So if we click over here on the ETH dominance chart, same kind of thing, right? So you can see Ethereum dominance has just been increasing rapidly, right? It's just going up like almost parabolic, not parabolic, but almost parabolic. It's just going up like ridiculous. Ethereum's doing really well, guys. You should be making some money on Ethereum. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because the vice versa, right? We have right here, right? So I think personally, just to give you guys a heads up, I still think we have like a good little jump up to here until we see any type of serious reversal, but the same thing, right? So if I look at this chart, and it looks like it's going like this, right? And it hits here and starts to break down, then I would say, okay, maybe Ethereum's gonna lose some dominance. Maybe all ERC20 tokens are gonna have some issues. Let's cash back into Bitcoin, or vice versa. If it pops up, breaks through this, and keeps going high, then I would look at other levels. I mean, this doesn't have too much historical data, but I would look at like probably this level right here. Then we have some more room to grow, et cetera, et cetera. Now, these are just two charts, right? Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum dominance, keep your eye on them. They're extremely important. Let's talk about other stuff. Now we have the top 100 altcoins versus BTC. Literally in my live stream or my live Q&A on my course yesterday, I called this. I said we have some room to grow, right? As you can see here, this is just the historical resistance from all the way back from 2018. This is, again, the top 100 altcoins versus Bitcoin dominance. So now you're taking, if this chart goes up, top 100 altcoins are doing good. If this chart goes down, Bitcoin dominance is stealing the show. So you want to keep your eye on this because they're kind of directly relating both of them. So as you can see right here, okay, we have it kind of like, you could even see the candlestick right here. It's kind of slightly rejecting off of this right here, right? You see that. Now, this is a very pivotal moment. Why do you guys think I'm making this video, right? Very pivotal moment. It could bounce off of here and keep going down, or it can break through. If it broke through, we have a lot of room. If it broke through, that means we have something. This is why I do very simple TA, because if you overcomplicate things, you're never going to get it done, right? So we have a 22% room. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that 22% means that, you know, hundreds of percentages in altcoins, because there's such small market cap. This is like all the altcoins. This is massive amounts of money, right, guys? So this is something you want to keep your eye on. Again, ETHBTC, Ethereum is the ERC20 token. So what that basically means is that all these coins, all DeFi under ERC20 tokens, right? It's an indicator. Looking at the Ethereum price is definitely an indicator. So in this chart right here, ETHBTC, we're looking at Ethereum. If it rises, Ethereum is doing well, right? If it drops, Bitcoin is doing better. So it's literally fighting each other, right? So we can see at the ETHBTC chart, we broke through, and this is a long line of resistance all the way back to over here. It played a support in 2017. It's been a resistance since September of 2018. We broke through it right here. We broke through it already. And now it's turning into support. This is probably the biggest indicator for me that altcoin season is going to continue. Now there are some, issues that might arise, and I'm going to explain that to you guys with the Chinese New Year and everything like that. I'm going to show you what I mean. You'll understand. But basically, it looks like it broke through, guys. It really did. It looks like Ethereum is going to continue. Like, as you can see here, it broke through like this little channel, right? I'll give it maybe a day or two to see if it keeps going. If it keeps going, we have a lot of room for Ethereum, guys. We have, look at that. Look at how much higher it could potentially go if it breaks through. So I want everybody to keep their eyes close on this. There's a reason why I'm doing this video right now. There's no way I can tell you exactly on the spot unless you're in my course, right, with the live Q&As. But in this case, if you guys keep your eyes on it yourself, you'll be fine. Now, another indicator, it's not too good because, again, it's like, it's a no man's land, essentially. So it's very, very hard to tell the price. Sorry about all this drawing, guys. I was teaching people and stuff like that. Very, very hard to tell the price, right? And I'll explain cycle trading a little bit better if I just delete this really quickly. So essentially, it's hard to tell where this is going to go because it's just nonstop, right? There's no price history. There's no price history at all. Now, what you could do is look at the start of the last DeFi season and see how long it lasted. But I believe we're coming up at that moment anyways, right? So it's just a little bit difficult. But look, it's going parabolic. It looks like it just kind of started a parabolic run. So DeFi, this is the DeFi perpetual index. I know I showed some of you guys this chart. Now, this is how essentially cycle trading works, right? So I was screaming DeFi to my course members and to people on my YouTube. Right? I was like, DeFi, 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 start getting your money in DeFi right here. Right here. Get your money in DeFi, right? While everybody's fleeting DeFi, this is the example of everyone fleeting DeFi. I told you, we have to be ahead of the curve. This is what cycle trading is. You have to predict where the flows of money are going to go before everybody else does. So I'm right here like, hey, DeFi looks great. It's really cheap. But remember that this drop is scary. Like some coins were losing like 70%, 80%. So sometimes you have to play against your emotions, right? You can't get emotional in this market. So I'm screaming DeFi, 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 right? At this moment. Now everybody's talking about DeFi over here. Over here, everybody's talking about DeFi over here. You should have been talking about DeFi right here because you would have been up way higher, kind of what we are right now. This is how we're getting results in the course. Like I showed you guys, this is how we're getting these crazy results. We got these coins a long time ago, guys, when DeFi wasn't even starting to take off, right? We had these coins a very long time ago. So I just want to be very clear. That's what cycle trading is. You look at the flows of money. You look at where the flows of money could potentially go, and you try to get in before anybody else. And then you get out before anybody else. So all my efforts basically right now, I've already made my money, right? All my efforts are exactly what we're trying to teach you in this video. How to get out, when to get out, right? And all these charts, I would confirm it on all different. So we're looking at the daily. What I would do is I would look at the 15-minute, the 4-hour. I would look at the daily. I would look at the weekly. And if all of them are pointing to the same direction, if they're all saying, hey, altcoin season look like it's ending, and every single situation, then I would use them to confirm it, and then I would make a trade accordingly and move all my money to Bitcoin and Ethereum. One more chart. Total market cap excluding BTC. If we start seeing a reverse on this as well, over here drawing and stuff. If we start seeing a reverse on this as well, right? Same thing. If we start seeing it coming down, okay, then that's an issue. That's another confirmation. Literally, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 kind of ways to confirm this. Maybe if 5 of them are pointing the same direction, you guys get my drift, right? All of them are saying to continue DeFi season though, like in altcoin season. It looks like we're continuing, just to give you guys a heads up. And today's date is 2/5/2021. Now, a couple of other things I usually look at, I look at the search term of Ethereum, DeFi, and Bitcoin to see, if there is some type of spike or some type of drop. But this is not the best indicator because you can see there's a drop there, but we're still increasing, right? There's a huge drop, but we're still increasing in price. And I think the reason for that is because it's a lot of institutional investors. So, it's not the best indicator, but I use it time to time. Now, we have Chinese New Year coming, right? Chinese New Year's can be a potential problem, guys. If you don't know how this is, it's basically festivals for like 10 days or so. China has the biggest volume in cryptocurrency in the whole entire world, right? So this could be an issue. In 2018, there was a massive dump around Chinese New Year. I'm talking about like the end of the bull run was around Chinese New Year's in 2018. So this is a big, it started yesterday, right? 2/4/2021. That's when it started. So this could be, I have to look at it. So I'm going to show you guys what I think. And it's a very easy answer. So the way I look at this is very simple, right? And the reason is because Chinese people, I guess in their culture, they give away a lot of money, right? During the Chinese New Year, there's a lot of people saying in 2018 that people were cashing out to, start giving away money, whatever the case is. I don't know the exact culture. Excuse me if I said anything that was, negative towards them. I'm just telling you guys that there's a new year and they have a certain tradition that from what I'm reading, right? And from what people have told me. So as you can see here, January 28 in 2017, all I did was I went to CoinMarketCap, I pulled out 2017, January 29th, and I opened all 5 of these tabs. So let's look at it, right? First one. Nothing, I don't really see any changes, right? This is in 2017, so this is like at the height of the bull run. Boom. Don't really see it too much. Negative 10% is normal, right? This is pretty normal. It's kind of like sideways action, right? Let's go to the next one. Pretty normal, sideways action. Pretty normal, sideways action. Pretty normal, sideways action. So in 2017, Chinese New Year didn't really have any play to the price of the coin at all, to be honest with you guys. In 2017, it wasn't an issue. Now, this is where things change. In 2018, look, Chinese New Year was February 16th. I did the same thing. I pulled up historical price data. Now, if you want to know what I'm doing, look, coinmarketcap.com/historical. It's very simple. But if we come over here, then you can see massive dumps. This is 2018. Look at these dumps, right? So it can get a little scary, right? This is like the only other big indicator I could possibly see that can have a potential issue, with cryptocurrency in this altcoin season, right? So we have to pay attention to it. Look at these dumps, guys. Look at these dumps. There was dumps in 2018, and I could even confirm that by pulling up the chart, right? So this is right here is the total market cap of all cryptocurrency. This was Chinese New Year in 2017. Right? If you would have sold it though, you don't want to have weak hands because look, if you would have sold it, you would have missed out on the biggest, rally we've ever seen in cryptocurrency. Look at that. Look how much money flew into cryptocurrency. You would have missed out on something really, really big, in 2000. And this is excluding Bitcoin, by the way. Look, excluding. So this is altcoins, right? You would have missed out on a lot of gains. I'm talking about, I know it sounds crazy right now. I know a lot of you are making like hundreds of percentages, but I'm telling you, some of these coins are going to increase by thousands of percentages, 5,000 percentage, right? Look at this right here. This is like a 5,000 percentage increase. Look, 62, this is crazy. This is just madness right now. So again, you don't want to sell too early just because of some bad news, some FUD, some scary whatever. But look, as you can see right here, this was the second in 2018, boom, down. Now, if we look at the chart, look, it looks like we're right here. We kind of just started the bull run. I know there's some YouTubers saying that the bull run's going to end in September. I don't believe that, okay? I believe it's going to be towards the end of 2021. That's just my personal opinion. So in this case, it looks like we kind of started the bull run, right? We just started. So I don't see it, I don't see this, right? If we were at the top of the bull run, or if there was we were literally at the top, Bitcoin was above 150K, and then it was Chinese New Year, like maybe in 2022 or whatever the case is, then I'd be a little bit more scared. So I would say we're more like over here. I don't think this is going to have a massive effect on cryptocurrency per se when this, Chinese New Year. Another thing to take into consideration, you just have to take my word for it. But the research is pointing to the fact that all research is pointing to the fact that, all the purchasing recently is institutional investors in America. So this is kind of like China is a big role in cryptocurrency, but they have already bought a lot a long time ago. I believe right now there's been a lot of institutional adoption in America, so it shouldn't be that big of an effect. So I just wanted to show you guys that so you can take this into your decision, right, and do your own research. Now there's one more thing I want to end it off with you. Sneak attack. I'm gonna give you guys a call that I just put out in my course, literally. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you didn't share my video and didn't like my video, do me a favor and do that now, because I'm gonna give you an altcoin. I didn't even tell you. We're gonna do it right now. So Bancor, as you can see here, it's already up since I called it. I called it yesterday. Ooh, let's pull up the actual chart. So Bancor, yeah, it's up since yesterday. We called this yesterday. Look, it's catching momentum. This is against BTC, right? So it's been losing extreme dominance against BTC. We're in altcoin season. This is a decentralized exchange, high quality decentralized exchange with a lot of market cap. So it's not like a low market cap, can go to zero type of coin, right? It could do potentially well, right? And it's been losing a lot of dominance. Look at this. And we got the reversal we wanted. Look at that, it lost a lot. We got the reversal we wanted, right? You don't want to buy like here, right? You could. If you're perfect, right? if you think you can catch a falling knife, but it looks like we're getting some trend reversal. Look, we're getting higher lows and higher highs, so it's reversing. Now this is the best. I don't know the name of it exactly, but this right here shows the highest point of volume for buyers and sellers. Right here, this red line. So this is really important, right? If we would have rejected and went down, I probably wouldn't have bought it, right? But the fact that we kind of just jumped up, I called it like right here. So we already up like 10%. Right? But it's still a good buy, right? We're up 8% or whatever the case is, 10 to 8%, whatever it is. It's still a good buy because look at the jump. Again, in DeFi, it would be better if it was top 100. It's not top 100. It's 120. It would have been perfect if it was top 100. In DeFi, it has a 400%, to increase, meaning it's an asymmetrical return. If I was wrong, how low could it possibly go? Maybe like right here, a 71% decrease for a 400% increase. That's an asymmetrical bet, okay? We're talking about a decentralized exchange, which is probably the most popular in DeFi right now as we speak. 350 million in market cap, so it's not gonna dump to zero. It's pretty much safe. And it's been losing a lot to Bitcoin. So we could definitely see something, in my opinion, as long as DeFi and the conditions keep going, we could definitely see like a 200%, a 3x in one of these for sure. But yeah, there you go. That's everything I could possibly tell you on how to sell the top. Look at these indicators. I can't tell you exactly when because nobody knows. You have to play it by ear. You have to play it day to day. This is why the live Q&As in my course are so important, right? That's why people, love them, because they can literally just jump in there and ask us the questions. But if you don't have access to it, then you want to just keep your eyes on these charts, right? Look at what's going on in the market, see where the money's flowing, and use cycle trading to increase your Satoshis, because in my opinion, it's the best way you could possibly do it in the market. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.